Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be the GRAU 5.56 best class setup. That's right, the GRAU 5.56 best class setup. This thing is just unbelievable, okay? This is by far and away, in my opinion, the best gun in the game, and probably the most satisfying gun I've ever used in a Call of Duty, okay? But before the video starts, let's just get into it. Let me show you the class setup. And here it is on your screen right now. We're using the muzzle, which is the monolithic suppressor, the 20.8 Nexus barrel, the no stock attachment, commando foregrip, and the 60 round mags. And for today's gameplay, we get a 93-6 gameplay with the GRAU 5.56 using this set of attachments. And I'll explain that more in the gameplay. I'll talk about this weapon more as to why I think this is the best gun in the game, as well as why I think it's the most satisfying and just overall one of the most consistent best guns I've ever used in a Call of Duty, really. And I know that sounds pretty insane, but trust me, this gun is pretty insane. So yes, check out today's video, you're going to absolutely love it. Again, a 93-6 gameplay on Anya Palace with the GRAU 5.56. But before the gameplay starts, just want to say, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave it a like. Also subscribe if you haven't already, turn on those post notifications, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's gameplay, and let's get right into today's gameplay. Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm pretty excited to bring you a best class setup video with possibly the best gun in the game. Well, personally, I think this is the best gun in the game, and not only that, this is now my new favourite weapon in the game, because this thing here, the GRAU 5.56, is just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. So yes, today is a best class setup video of this, and what you're seeing in the background is a 93-6 gameplay with the GRAU 5.56. So stay tuned, stick around, and as I tell you about my class setup, and yeah, let's get into it, let's talk about it. So as you saw from the intro clip, I already gave away what I was using in my class setup, and what I want to tell you guys is this combination of all these attachments and that together just work so well with this gun. I have no idea how to put it into words, but this thing is the most satisfying, most amazing gun in the game. And to be honest, this might go down, in my personal opinion, you probably think I'm crazy, this is one of my favourite guns I've ever used in a Call of Duty. I don't know what it is about it, but something is just so satisfying about this gun. It just feels consistent, it feels good. I wouldn't say overpowered, I think it's in a good place, but it's consistent, it's good, and this is a proper pub stomping weapon, this is, and for many reasons. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the class setup that I showed in the intro clip. So let's start with the muzzle. We're using the monolithic suppressor. Why are we doing that? Add the extra damage, because to be honest, I've decided to not use the compensator. Now the recoil for this is basically, it just goes straight up. And the reason I didn't bother with the compensator is because the recoil is just basically straight up. All you have to do with the controller is just pull back down. That's it, that's all you have to do. Nothing amazing about it. It goes slightly to the right, but don't worry, we've got attachments to sort that out, but it goes slightly to the right. But all you have to do is pull back down the controller, and that is super easy. That is the easiest type of recoil you control. That's why this recoil on this gun is basically just non-existent, okay? So don't even bother with the recoil too much. It is not a problem with this gun. So we use the monolithic suppressor because we want to improve the damage and make the gun suppressed, you know, make sure people can't hear you. Pretty good attachment in the game at the moment right now. But yeah, using the monolithic suppressor. Next up, the barrel. Now this is one of the best parts of this weapon. This is basically one of the reasons why this gun is probably quite popular right now. Not only the fact that it is in the tier, so it's a new gun, you know, obviously. And people are going to be experimenting, people will be playing around with this. Again, everyone likes to play with new things. But yeah, so the barrels, they all change the sight of the weapon, okay? Every single one of them. So you can choose to either use a barrel that is like faster, or one that does more damage, or one that controls the recoil more. Or you can just choose the barrel simply because you prefer that iron sight. Now, this is where it's going to get a little weird. So my actual preferred iron sight, I think I prefer the Archangel, or the Archangel, sorry. But I do feel it's just a little bit too slow with the Archangel, and it's not got that much more damage than the barrel I'm currently using, which is the FFS 20.8 Nexus. I think that's just the perfect balance of, you know, movement speed, of aim down sight speed, whilst also maintaining a very good damage output. So I personally use the Nexus. The iron sights are still great on this thing, as you can see on the screen. Very clear, very useful, perfect for aiming at distance. So personally, I would say if you're using, do not use a red dot on this, okay? Just don't. If you want to like change my setup a little bit more to suit your needs, do not put on a red dot or anything. It's super it's just useless, okay? The iron sights are fantastic on this weapon, but personally, I go with the Nexus, but you can use the Archangel. You could still use the XRK Season, but personally, the Nexus and the Archangel are the best ones, and I go for the Nexus, just because the movement speed, just a little bit better, and the aim down sight speed, just a little bit better. But yeah, that's the barrel. Next up, we use the nose stock. Now, some people have been using the XRK Strike Light 3. I personally prefer the nose stock. Again, having a more movement speed, having a better aim down sight speed, just makes you more mobile, makes you able to win those close quarters engagements. Just a lot of beneficial things with this gun using the nose stock. So personally, I'd go with the nose stock. Use it, try it out. Definitely helps the gun a lot in many situations. Next up, under barrel. So this is what I was talking about. This is the only recoil adjustment we're going to do on the gun, which is using the Commando foregrip, because this gun kicks slightly to the right, okay? Slightly, ever so slightly, which could cost you in a few gunfights. So I wanted to make sure this wasn't a problem, and we use the Commando foregrip because, again, this is one of the best attachments in the game. So recoil stabilization, aiming stability, not going to be a problem anymore. Yes, the movement speed goes down, but don't worry, we got the nose stock, so that isn't going to be an issue. And then finally, we get to add on a ammunitions mag. Now that's pretty new to me, okay? I normally don't use these unless, like, we're talking about the MP5 with the 10mm rounds. Unless it's like rounds that change the damage, I don't normally use these. But for this gun specifically, I don't know what it is. I put the 60 round mags on, and obviously all it does is just give me 60 rounds. And it does actually have a lot of, you know, negatives, which is aim down sight speed and movement speed. But on this gun, it just doesn't feel like a change. It doesn't feel slower. It doesn't feel like my movement speed's slower. It doesn't feel like it impacts the weapon. And I get a free extra, what, 30 bullets? Extra 30 bullets in my assault rifle. And I don't know if you'll see it in this gameplay, because I'm going to be honest, guys. The reason I'm saying this gun is so amazing, I have had tons of good gameplays with this gun, you know, and I'm sure people are going to discover eventually how good this gun is. I genuinely think this could be better than the M4, okay? Now, the statistics say that the M4 has a better fire rate, has a better damage output, I believe. But this thing is just way more consistent, okay? Way easier to use. And just, overall, just a more satisfying and fun gun to use. I love it. Just, you can run around with it, you can sit back with it, you can do whatever the hell you want with this gun. But yeah, so I run the 60 round mags, and I've picked up quad feeds after quad feeds with this gun. Not doubles, not just triples, not just singles, quad feeds, okay? It is super easy to hit quad feeds with this weapon, whether you play ground war, TDM, domination, hell, if you're lucky enough to search and destroy, you can pull off quad feeds quite easily with this gun. Absolutely insane things. I don't know what else to say, guys. As you can see, obviously, in the background today is a 93 and 6 gameplay. My highest kill gameplay yet here in Modern Warfare. And just expect a lot more videos with this gun on the channel, because I got a lot of good gameplays of this. Honestly, I had so many good gameplays with this gun, I didn't know which one to choose. And I don't want to sound like super vain with that, but again, I did not know which one to choose, so I chose this one just because it's my highest kill gameplay. And I don't know if I went on a 20 streak in this game, but I do know at some point I went on a 20 streak with this gun in some gameplay. I just don't know which one, okay? I have no idea, as you can see. So this gun overall is just very easy to use, very satisfying. As you can see, picking up triples, I don't know how many quads, that was a split quad there I believe actually. As you can see what I'm talking about. This thing is just unbelievable, so make sure you're using this weapon. And the best part about it, it is only tier 15 in the past. This is the early gun to get. This is the first weapon you get, and I can't believe it's the first gun you get, because yes, there is the striker to get, still got to get there. I'm almost there, I'm about 1 or 2 tiers off. And I haven't heard good things about that gun, so I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that too much. But everyone overlooked this gun, and to be honest, I did too. You'll go back to my last video discussing the season 2 pass and everything. I overlooked this gun, okay? I wasn't interested because it wasn't a gun, you know, that I don't think this is a gun that we've seen before. The only thing that, like, this gun reminds me of, and I don't know if you guys are seeing it as well, it kind of looks and feels like an AK-12. I don't know if anyone else gets that vibe from, like, Call of Duty Ghost or even Advanced Warfare. It's the same thing. The AK-12, this is what it feels like. So personally, I'd call this the AK-12. As much as it isn't, it definitely feels like an AK-12. It feels just very mobile, very, I don't know how to put it, very consistent, very accurate. It's just overall a very good and satisfying weapon to use. So as you can see, we're obviously rocking the gunship, the chopper gun, and the VTOL. Those streaks definitely play a part in us getting the 93 kill gameplay here. But using the GRAU, it's just going to be easy to pick up streaks like this. Again, you absolute massacre here on Anya Palace. But yeah, an unbelievable weapon. Make sure you use this thing. Make sure you try out this class setup. The absolute best class setup for the GRAU 5.56. I'm not going to have it any other way, okay? This is my favourite gun in the game. This is probably, in my opinion, the best weapon in the game. And this gun competes, you know? This gun, I think, is better than the Ram 7 quite comfortably. I think it competes with the M4. I don't know what to say there, because to be honest, a lot of people are not running the M4 right now, because again, people are running the GRAU right now. And for obvious reasons, you know, new gun, and everyone loves to play with new toys, and this is a fun little new toy, okay? But yeah, don't know what else to say really. This is the best class setup for the GRAU 5.56. Got plenty more gameplays coming with this thing. Make sure you use this class setup, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe and notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.